Time. For the last few seconds, you've listened to time pass. Every moment you listen to my voice, time passes. Every moment spent, time passes. We never really know how much time we have left. I'm writing this in the middle of the night, but I could die in my sleep. The script could forever sit unspoken, and my artistic intent would never be released. You could listen to this and die moments later, these being the last words ever spoken to you, me being your last connection to another human being. I don't think anyone ever stops to think about that. No one wants to know they are mortal. Humans act as if they never know they're going to die. They act as if they won't. No one wants to know they're wasting their time, that they are unfulfilled. We ignore everything for the sake of the grind or entertainment. No one is existential forever. Right now, at the moment this is written and spoken, I am aware of my own mortality, but tomorrow, I'll be ignorant to it. I is such an overused word. It weakens my writing. But you should think about the message. Are you fulfilled? You have limited time. We all do. But here I am writing the script for a video that will get 80 views tops, and here you are listening to me. "100 years ago, the world was so different. Some people learned what not to do from those times. Some people miss them, and some people put that time on a pedestal. But no matter your stance on 1920, you know what's constant? Time. Time heals all wounds, but sometimes I think the world only hurts more than it did in 1920. Time brought us to today. It rushes us tomorrow. But no one thinks about their own time. The smallest of decisions. Your word choice can change everything. Think about the days you felt bad. Maybe it was something big, but sometimes it's just small things that pile up until you can't feel positive in that moment. We are insulted, but a different word could have made the insult a compliment. 30 minutes a day can change a day, and a day changes a week, and a week changes a month, and a month changes a year, and the impact of that 30 minutes in January still lingers in November. But we never acknowledge that. You never took that one interaction in January to be the sole cause of a 3-month depression, but if it hadn't happened, you could be an entirely different person right now. But love is never the same. Maybe because those moments are so much more sparse than the anger the world has to offer. What does the love of one person have to offer amongst the hate of thousands? The moment you receive that gift of love, it feels like the seas of anger are nothing. But what if it was the last time you received that warmth? In a few weeks, the once roaring flames that you kept yourself warm with become cold ash. Time's gift is the decay of all things. You will die. The tech you watched this on will break. The residence you live in will be destroyed. Your hometown will be abandoned or turn into a sprawling urban hell unrecognizable from what you once knew. The love you once received and held will fade away to nothing. I'm an existential cunt for saying all of this, but the thoughts it can inspire are haunting. What will the world look like in 100 years? Do you feel hope for it? Is it a world children can play in? Young people can foster love, and adults can start families? 100 years ago, we were supposed to live in an idyllic utopian society by now. No poverty, no war, no disasters. But the people from 100 years ago told themselves a lie. They tried to make themselves feel better. But we look to them now and we know They are the bad guys. We were all lied to. Some people wanted to avoid the decay, so they told you and I predictions. And now we see they're just stories meant to make the people who told them feel better. Time marched on. But look at 100 years ago. So much decayed. And that decay of societal standards allowed so many people to be free. What would the world have been for you? Maybe, if you fit a certain demographic, it would have been idyllic. But for so many people, it would have been hell. The man I love as a brother would have been forced into a gender role he doesn't fit. The woman I can say is one of my best friends would be forced into actions she doesn't like based on societal values. Truths I know about myself would be irredeemable. Time brought us to the day those truths could be accepted, and the pointless dogma thrown away. But we live in a post-information age now. Time brought us here, and now so many wasted on pointless acts, pointless shows, pointless lies, pointless everything. But if you're not one of the people who does pointless everything, it's exhausting. I could yell about the ice caps. I could detest the regime in power, or cry for those who face their own Holocaust. But those invested in no point wouldn't want to hear it. 100 years has changed us so much. Many things for the better, but it brought about the reign of apathy. Apathy is a king of us all, and time ushered it to its throne. And now time walks on, and none of us know what the bastard will break next. At this moment, if you're still watching, you're aware of time. A few minutes from now, you won't, but maybe you can ask yourself a question. Are you satisfied? Time and mortality and the confusion and apathy ultimately won't mean anything to you. You'll die. Dead people don't need to care. But while you're still alive, you should ask yourself, am I satisfied? Time will make you decay, but as you do, as you ignore it, you deserve to feel satisfaction. We all do. Everyone is so busy trying to live that no one ever does it. That's why there's no frame of reference for us. It's a human constant to pull this shit, and now we live in an era where you can keep doing it, where you can ask yourself the real questions. Time has passed as I talk. Time will keep passing until you and I and every other person from this millennium are dead. But while you're on this march, be aware. Don't be someone who does pointless things. Live, but always remember time. Memento mori.